Hi everyone, I am back with another Mickey and Minnie card series video. This is our April card for Easter. So let's get started with this card. You're going to need 2 pieces of cardstock, excuse me, cut at 4 1/4 by 11 and scored down the middle at 5 1/2. And then you're going to cut diagonally on both pieces the opposite way. So one you'll go left, the other one you'll go right. This is going to create the crisscross for the front of the card. So, since I've already done that, I do show how to do that in the first video of the series. So, if you need to reference how to get that to line up, excuse me, in your cutter, it is in that first video. So, we are going to go ahead and glue these together. So, you're going to glue the back piece together. You don't want to glue it over your score line, so you still want to be able to close your card. So let's go ahead and do that. I usually use the liquid glue for this, so I have a little bit of room to kind of move it if I have to, if I don't line it up at the beginning. Well, if it's going to work. There we go, maybe. It's a messy glue bottle. Okay, that's a little much, but we're going to work with it. Okay, so I'm just going to line this up just on the inside of that score line. Just like so. I got a tad bit of glue popping out on this one. It moved just a little bit. Push it back in place. Oops. Alright, so that's putting the card together. So then when you fold your crisscross, and you can go left first, like right over left or left over right, whatever direction you choose, completely up to you. So that gives us our little crisscross there, so you can see it. Excuse me. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put our front papers on. And I do my left side first because my cross goes over on the right. So my left side, and actually on your right side as well, you're going to need 2 pieces of pattern paper, designer paper, whatever you're using. Cut at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then again, you'll line up corner to corner in your cutter, and you'll cut a diagonal in the opposite directions. So my stripes always go on my left, and then my pattern goes on my right. It's just the way I do it. Again, I do show how to do that in that first video as well. So let's go ahead and glue these down. I'm just going to use some ATG tape for this. My lighting is a little different. I had to move my craft room. So I'm kind of in like the dining room. Dining room is now dining room / craft room. So lighting is terrible. Hopefully it's not that bad on camera. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and try to center this on our diagonal piece here. Keep sticking out. Alright, so there we've got our left side. Okay, so now I think I'm just going to do this right side. I don't really have a technique. I think I've done this kind of differently in each video. So we're going to glue this one to this side, and then we'll glue our little triangular flaps down. Probably be better to use the Tombow glue for this, but I'll just reach for the ATG. Alright, so we're going to try to center this one, just like so. So there we have our crisscross. We'll go ahead and glue these flaps down. So you're just going to run a very thin line of glue along the bottom here. Hopefully it doesn't spooge out on me. We're going to glue that first flap down. A little bit did come out. That's okay. We can go over that with our the little adhesive remover later so it's not sticky. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. And we'll put the glue on the flap here. And then we'll go ahead and line this one up with the bottom. And you can use ATG tape if you'd like, or score tape or whatever on the bottom. I just don't like the tag, the pull-out, to get caught on it, so that's why I use the liquid glue, so when it dries it's not sticky, versus the tape kind of stays tacky. Alright, so there's the front of our card, well, the whole base. Now we're going to set that aside and we're going to do the pull-out that goes on the inside real quick. So your pull-out piece excuse me, is going to be 5 1/4 by 3 7/8, and I'm just using the black cardstock for that. And then you're going to want to cut a designer piece and whatever color you want to use for your message mat. So I usually use white, and that's 5 1/8 by 3 3/4. And then my designer piece is going to be the same, which is 5 1/8 by 3 3/4 again. And those are just going to go on the opposite sides of the pull-out. So your pattern piece will face forward, and then your message mat will be on the back. Let's go ahead and put these down. This one on here, and you'll want to pay attention to the direction of your paper, the patterns, on where you're going to cut for the front diagonally as well. You don't want your pieces to end up upside down, because I have done that not paying attention. Alright, so there's our front piece. Now at the back, we're going to go ahead and do some stamping real quick. Last time I tried to stamp it, I stamped right on the staple and it turned out kind of yucky. I had to redo it. So we're going to go ahead and stamp. Alright, and I am using the Lawn Fawn Plan On It Holidays stamp set for this. So we're going to use the Happy, the Easter, and then I chose the little bunny. There is an egg. You could do both. You could do one or the other. It's up to you. And I'm using, excuse me again, Highland Heather, which is the Stampin' Up! Color. I'm not sure if it's a current color still or not. I don't know. It's just colors I have. So let's go ahead and ink up our Happy Easter. So we're just going to do this towards the top, but you don't want to go all the way to the top because you still need room for that staple. Okay, so there's our Happy Easter. And then down here in the corner, I'm going to do my little bunny head. It would be kind of cute to do the bunny head and the egg both on this one, but we're just going to do the little bunny. Alright, so there's our little bunny. Okay, so that's it for stamping. Super simple on this one. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and attach this to the opposite side of our pullout. And looks like I wrote on the back of this one. That's funny. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and attach that to this. Alright, so now our pullout is complete. We're going to go ahead and do our little actual pullout piece, which I used the washi label punch from Stampin' Up! To do. So I just punched out the Highland Heather, and I'm just going to kind of fold this. Kind of in half. Give it a good crease. So there we've got our little washi pull piece. So I'm going to try to center this on my card here. And then I'm going to take I've got the little stapler from Stampin' Up! Excuse me. So I've just got this one. I know Tim Holtz has a tiny attacher still, so I don't know that this stapler is available through Stampin' Up! Anymore. But I'm just going to use it to staple. You can use a regular size staple as well. It doesn't really matter. I just like the little ones. Alright, so there's my little pull tab. Super easy. Okay, so that is just going to slip right inside this part of the card here. We've got that. So let's go ahead and do our Mickey and Minnie head over here. And for that, I've got both my little Mickey heads here. So you'll just arrange them on the front however you like. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue them down. I don't have dimension on this card except for Minnie's bow this time. Just glue this down. Okay, let's get this other Mickey head. We're going to turn this one into Minnie with her bow. Here. I really hope this lighting isn't super terrible for you guys. Okay, so now we're going to glue the bow down really quick. And then we will add our rhinestone. Okay, so we're just going to put this right here. All right. Kind of fluff my bow here a little bit. Just like so. Now we're going to take a little dab of my Tombow glue. This is just to ensure that my rhinestone is going to stay, even though they're already sticky. Just press that down right there in the center. I got a little bit of glue. It does dry clear. but it bugs me, so I just kind of scrape it off. Alright, and there you have it. There is the Mickey and Minnie card for April. This is our Easter card. So you just pull this out, flip it over, there's your Happy Easter, and you can write whatever you want on the back of it. So there you have it. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. You can reference some of the other videos, especially the first video for the cutting, the specifics on the cutting. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!